All right. Welcome back to Orphans. This is episode 5. In the last video, it is with a heavy heart that Carla is no longer with us. She has been eliminated from the game. I was going to say it wasn't my fault, but I can't even say it wasn't. It was 100% my fault. I gave him the wrong wires. To look, she was trapped. Okay, it wasn't my fault. It was the Colts' fault. They trapped her in a room. They gave her a bomb. I was supposed to tell her what wires to cut. I told her the wrong wires. I didn't know at the time. However, I'm working on a video to do a good walkthrough of that. So stay tuned for that. If you're enjoying Orphans, specifically episode 5, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and join the Tethered. Also, in the last video, Mika found Annie. Annie had barricaded herself in that cabin. Mika found her and then was able to convince Annie to let her in and open up the door. And that's kind of like where we left off last with it. We do have some new files. We have an Article 5 here, and then we also have the Council MP3. So let's check out this Article 5 here. Sadness and disbelief. This is from the Council Cell's decaying orphanage. Gabrielle S., the mother of Thomas S., who was recently found dead, expressed her dismay at the decision of the council to sell the old orphanage to the nonprofit foundation that wants to preserve the rundown building as a monument, despite existing plans to demolish it. What Miss S. calls a lack of respect towards the memory of her son, a spokesman of the foundation commented as follows: "Our organization would like to express its deepest sympathy to Miss S. for her loss. However, the building is a symbolic place that has provided refuge and safety to many orphans over the decades in the name of Christian charity. Such a place should be given the respect it deserves and should be preserved in order to maintain hope and faith in society, to honor all those who selflessly help the weakest of the most vulnerable." The weakest of the most vulnerable, right? The spokesman stressed that the foundation will do everything possible to secure the building from trespassing so that a tragedy like the tragic suicide of Thomas S. could not be repeated, and even offered Gabrielle S. extremely generous support. The mayor showed his understanding for this decision and emphasized that the preservation of the building would also bring economic benefits, as tourism in the region would certainly be positively influenced. Let's go ahead and check out the council.mp3.
You know what kids are like these days. Signs and fences are basically an invitation to get into the building and do whatever. It's only a matter of time before someone else gets hurt.
Our foundation will take care of everything, Mrs. Williams. This historic building should be preserved, and we would be willing to pay a considerable amount of money if I can convince you to abandon the demolition plans.
I don't know. There's a lot of rumors circulating around town. You know, about ghosts, curses, that sort of thing. Some of the locals are really concerned, and concerned locals always cost money.
I promise you, most worries can be sorted out pretty quickly with our financial support.
I'm mainly talking about concerned parents. I get several calls and emails every day. They're like helicopter parents, I'm telling you. And you know, ever since that boy...
Yeah, I heard about it. A tragic accident.
Accident, suicide, well, we don't know exactly what happened to him. Thomas, was that his name? Anyway, it caused quite a commotion, and his mother is so nosy. She doesn't believe it was suicide. If you ask me, we should tear down this orphanage and sweep the incident under the rug.
My client would not be pleased to hear that, to say the least. Name a price, whatever it may be.
Well, $1 may be able to help you. If we had an expert testifying that the orphanage was to be listed as a historical monument, even the parents wouldn't be able to say anything against that.
I'm sure we will work something out. Our foundation will take care of everything that is required. And there will be a nice amount of money in it for you, too.
So that was obviously, you heard the plans of the organization trying to make sure that they are able to preserve the orphanage. Let's go ahead and check out the notes that we have. We have grief and the fall. Let's check out grief first. Oh my God, Carla's dead. Why do they have to bring it up? We couldn't save her. Amber's father is free, but Carla didn't make it. I feel terrible. Then we have the fall. It was Stefan who desecrated the village shrine. He is headed toward the orphanage with the skull of Father John. Legend states the souls of the orphans can only find peace when their tormentor is returned to the place of their damnation. Jason is worried and determined to stop his son. So here's the thing, like, if everyone from the village, except for apparently Stefan, is so terrified to go to the orphanage, Stefan bringing the remains to the orphanage, like, nobody's gonna follow him, right? I would assume not, because everybody else is terrified of it, and Stefan's gonna walk in there with the head. Yeah, he might be sacrificing himself at the same time, but I feel like nobody's gonna really follow him. But also, maybe he just like stands back from the orphanage and just chucks it through a window or something. And it's like, hey, signed, sealed, delivered. We have Marco that's reached out to us. A new contact has been added. I thought we already had Marco as a contact. Amber and the others are in great danger. We're reaching out to Marco. User was blocked. Message cannot be sent. So we're still getting targeted by the orphanage or some kind of spirit. Maybe it's unknown. Contact was unlocked. So White Rabbit's helping us. Forgot to unlock the guys. You can reach them again now. Sorry. Oh, so White Rabbit was originally the one that blocked us from Marco until, and now that we're able to reach him again. Marco, so now we are getting screwed up with the orphanage or unknown. Who knows? It's definitely the orphanage. Definitely the spirits are messing us up. We're all good. Don't worry. Are you sure? We were really worried. We couldn't get in touch with you guys. Fucking hell, Marco. This place where they're going to die, Marco. And it's going to change it to something else. All is well. The others are on their way home. I'm sure they'll get back to you soon. Yeah, what's happening? I don't know, White Rabbit. Your guess is as good as mine. The orphanage is screwing us up, White Rabbit. I'm happy to hear Marco. You're going to have a rude awakening. We've been pretty upset about everything that's been happening. Say hi to the others, please. We might be offline for a while. We'll head to the train station shortly. Won't have reception on the train. We'll get back to you later, and then we want something. Something's really happened. Then we want to know what the story was with Gruber. Lily says, so odd. Whoever has been accessing your device and changing your text, I've never seen signal like that before. It's the ghosts. It's the damn ghosts, Lilith. That would at least explain these frequencies. They're coming from all directions at once, and they keep changing. I'm pretty stumped, to be honest. No idea how to isolate or trace the signal. Whoever or whatever that is, it won't be easy to protect you from it. Please, you have to do something. What now? How can I help the others like this? Is there anything you can do? Is there anything Lilith can do? She'll try, but I can't promise anything. I'll be in touch once I know more. Alright, we got Amber back. The fog is getting thicker. My father thinks it's not far to go now. They're headed to the orphanage, I believe. You have to hurry, please. We have to stop it. We're running out of time. For God's sake, look, you have to hurry. What happened? Well, Carla died, but you know that. But also Mika and Anna. It's Mika. She's possessed by this damn demon, and she's in the house with Annie. Belial's deceived her. Annie is convinced it's her sister. Yeah, it's not good. What house is this? Where exactly are they? They're in some kind of cabin. It's the house where Amelia drove the family to their deaths, where Sandy killed Jarek. The house must be near the orphanage in the forest. Here's a picture of it. Just a picture of the house. You must go to her. Annie's life is in danger. I wonder if Fontz can help with any of that. Probably not, right? Amber says, this is crazy. We'd lose valuable time looking for her. Even if we find her, the demon is too powerful. We need these incantations to stop Belial. I'm sorry, tongue-tied. We can only hope that she will hold out long enough for us to find this piece of writing. I wish we could do something, but without the incantations, we're all going to die. This monster is going to kill Annie. That's probably true. The incantations will be the best chance to stop this. I'm afraid it will be too late by then. I have no idea. I feel like this is another area where if I make the wrong decision, somebody else might get eliminated. I don't know. The monster's going to kill Annie. Amber, you got to do something. The incantations are our only chance. If we find them in time, we can save her. What about Samuel and Ena? Samuel's still locked up, but Ena's kind of safe. They're still in the village. Stefan, the policeman's son, is also on his way to the orphanage. He has Father John's skull with him. He plans on giving it back to the ghosts. Giving it back to the spirits. We just stumped Amber. We told her that Stefan has Father John's skull, and Amber was like, what? Sorry, I had to talk to my dad. So he wants to free the orphans. The ghosts of the orphans will attack him. Even if he has a skull, like to give the skull. Shouldn't they be happy they're finally being freed? I'm afraid of that too, but maybe he can finally put an end to this spook. But wouldn't they be happy that he's providing them with the person that's been tormenting him all this time? One could think that, but you witnessed what happened to the others, didn't you? Their blind hatred for anything that is alive could be a serious problem, especially since we don't know if it's true what legends told us. Any sign of Tammy and Leon? We have no sign of them. We don't know what the hell they're doing, but I'm afraid they're near the orphanage. We have to be careful not to cross their path. At least Wolf seems to be doing a good job. I don't think anyone from the Brotherhood is following us. Wolf has been found, by the way. It's more bad news. They found Wolf. Yeah. Wolf has disappeared. I think the Brotherhood kidnapped him. It really is bad news. Anyway, we have to focus on our goal. If we fail to stop this demon, we're all doomed. Keep us posted, tongue-tied. I'll be in touch as soon as we get to the orphanage. Annie. And Mika is with Annie. Is Mika with Annie in the sense of actively destroying her? Or are they just hanging out and catching up on old times? I'm sure we'll find out. She was on the verge of taking her own life. I'm so worried. Right now, she seems completely normal, but I'm scared. It's like It was with Jarek. What should I do? You just get away from her. It's the demon. She's going to kill you. Belial is lying. He's messing. Look, it's Belial. It's the demon. You have to stay with her, Annie. Take care of her. And Belial is messing with my chat again. I'm so scared. Mika just said she would never be able to hurt me. But, Bloody hell, don't believe her. My messages are changing. For heaven's sake, run. Look, for heaven's sake, run. And of course, it's not going to let me say that. Just glad she's with you and safe now. And he says, I think she's in shock. She doesn't remember what happened to Sandy. Of course she doesn't. She doesn't remember absolutely destroying her, ripping her in pieces. Like, she doesn't remember any of that. I'm sure. She's throwing up. That's... Is it black? Is she throwing up black, like, goo? It's probably not good. It's not good at all. We're talking back with Amber. My texts keep changing. We've got to do something. And I can't warn Annie. I can't warn Annie about anything. Send me your number. I'll try to get a hold of her. All right? I'm afraid you won't have any luck, though. Why not? We forwarded the contact. Why wouldn't Amber have any? I mean, if the demon can change my messages, then the demon can change Amber's messages, I'm sure. Went straight to voicemail. There must be something we can do. We've got to hurry, Amber. She's going to die. You've got to stop this lunacy. Look, there's got to be something we can do, right? I wish we could. There's nothing. There's nothing we can do. I wish we could help her. We can only hope she hangs in there long enough for us to get the incantations. We're almost at the orphanage. If only we can get Annie out of there. We need this piece of writing as soon as possible. Ena. Getting ready to talk with Ena. Damn it. If only Samuel would finally get in touch. Are you okay, Ena? Still no news. Where are you, Ena? Are you safe? Let's make sure that Ena is safe. She's not. I still can't get my head around all of this. Well, maybe she's not. Yeah, no, we asked where are you? Are you safe? And she says, no, I'm not. I'm all by myself in a village full of psychopaths. My boyfriend is locked up in a cell, and we're about to be sacrificed for a demon. I'm probably being hunted, and the only thing I can defend myself with is this knife. I'm scared shitless. Samuel is now online, so that's good? Question mark? I don't know. Hopefully it's good. We're talking with Samuel now. Ena, tongue-tied. I'm sorry, I had to turn off my phone. Samuel, are you okay? Yes, I'm fine. That's good. That's good news. I was so worried about you. I'm really sorry, Ena. I couldn't get in touch sooner. All good. The main thing is that you are okay. I'm still in the cell. It's relatively quiet at the moment. Judging by the noise, there might be 2-3 guards at the most. I just heard them talking about Jason. Oh man, they're mad as hell at him. I'm sure they are. I just wish he was here. He was here right now. They'd probably tie him to a tree. Where are you right now, Ena? Still in the chapel. Sweetie, you have to get out of there. Get out of this freaking village. It's way too damn dangerous. Samuel's right. You're not safe there. Don't even try, Samuel. We have to figure out how to get you out, Samuel. Look, we do need to figure out how to get Samuel out of there. 100%, right? My saves versus kills ratio is not doing great. If I can save Samuel, that's gonna, that'll bump up my saves number. Exactly. I won't go anywhere without you, sweetheart. But what are you going to do? You're all by yourself. You have no chance of getting me out of here. There's no way I leave you behind. We will both get out of here. I'll figure something out. Whatever you do, don't get caught. I'm afraid so too. Your chances are slim, Ena. We don't stand a chance against Ena's stubbornness. Look, whatever you do, don't get caught. That's the main goal. We don't need Ena back in that cell with Samuel. I know, I don't feel like ending up on some altar either, but still, I won't go without Samuel. Ena's that true ride or die. Amber says we're at the parking lot now, where their cars are, or let's say what's left of them. Jeez, what happened there? Looks like a scrapyard. Little video of it. Wow, yeah, how did that happen? So far, everything is quiet here. Where are the incantations? Where the hell are you going to start looking? The incantations could be in. Do you know where the incantations are? Fontz. They must be in the orphanage. With all the murderous ghosts. All the ghosts that hate the living so much. I found evidence in Sister Brown's diary that suggests she must have hidden them there. Maybe they're in the chapel or else in the room she used to pray in. It was not very clear, but she wrote about a place where she spoke to the Almighty. A place whose protective walls have become a prison. She was referring to the orphanage. I'm sure of it. What if you're wrong? A pretty vague description if you ask me. She could also be referring to the cabin, Mr. Fontz. She could be. She could be referring to the cabin. That is very true. But Henry's like, no, absolutely not. I don't think so. God have mercy on us if I'm wrong. It's all we have, TT. We'll find them. I hope so. I hope so, Amber. TT, you saved my life. And you took care of my daughter after I was kidnapped. No need to be so formal. Even if you gained unauthorized access to my files, please call me Henry. You got it, Fontz. Happy to do that. The thing with the cloud, I'm sorry about that. You're right. Look, I'm not gonna apologize for the cloud thing. That wasn't me. That was Jarek. And Jarek can't apologize for that anymore. Oh, I guess I'm gonna say you're right. I guess I don't know. Glad we got that sorted. Come on, let's not waste any more time. True, we don't have time for that. You have to be careful. Tammy and Leon are out there somewhere. Please be careful. This place is dangerous. I don't feel good about this. Look, just be careful. Tammy and Leon are definitely out there roaming around somewhere. Haven't seen them in a very long time. Haven't even heard of them in a very long time. But they are somewhere. And don't forget the other restless souls who are after us. We'll be careful. Don't worry. Any sign of Annie? Yeah, she's with Mika. And Mika's probably going to do bad things to her. I hope she's okay. She's probably not. All right. We better get moving. Jason found Stefan. Let's go, Jason. I'm actually happy he found his son. I picked him up on the road that leads to the orphanage. He looks pretty scared. I don't know what happened. Did he drop the skull off? A few of my friends are at the orphanage. They're looking for the incantations that can stop the demon. Did he deliver the skull? Is that where the incantations are? I don't know. We hope so. Provided our research is correct, yes, they have to be. Look, provided the research is correct, then sure. Hopefully. That place is dangerous. The spirits of the orphans will attack your friends. I know, but we're running out of options. Do we have a choice? They have to stop the demon. Without the incantations, we can't do anything against Belial. So they kind of have to. There's not really any other choice. No other options. Then we have to stop the ghosts, or your friends will die. I actually was going to stop Stefan, but if we can defeat the one without light like this, I'll help him. I couldn't do anything for Samuel. Maybe I can make up for that. There's an old cemetery close to the orphanage. Yes, I know. You mean where Sister Brown was buried? True, Jarek discovered. Yeah, it's right where Sister Brown was buried. Jarek did discover it, and yes, we did know. The Samaritan woman, exactly. If the legends are true, the bones of the seer must be buried at her feet in hallowed ground. It's the only way the tormented souls of the orphans can find peace. If we manage to bury the skull there, her friends, your friends, would have nothing to fear from the ghosts. But you would put your lives in danger too. What if the legends are false? Yes, for all we know, that would liberate the souls. Yeah, I mean, for all we know, that would liberate the souls. Would it be dangerous or not? Probably. With Tammy and Leon running around out there, probably a little dangerous. Maybe not as dangerous as going into the orphanage. I don't know. And your friends would be safer for a while at least. If it could be the only way to prevent the day of enlightenment and save Samuel and Ena. We better hurry. The faster we reach the cemetery, something's going on with Mika and Annie. That's not good. Little Annie, I don't like that. The faster we reach the cemetery, the better the chances will be for your friends. Mika. Little Annie. So innocent, so kind-hearted, and so naive. You have not only shown Mika the way to her, no, you also convinced Annie to let me in. I did not. That was you. You changed my messages. It was not me. You bastard, you were messing with my text. Please let her go. Don't hurt her. You monster. Look, you were messing with my text. That's cheating. No cheating allowed, Belial. Do you feel guilt growing inside you? No. How the cold hand of despair wraps around your neck and squeezes tighter and tighter. I'll be thinking of you when I rip her spine out. Oh, that's terrible. I hope that doesn't happen, but I kind of don't know. It's gonna happen. I just know it is. This unknown person isn't making this easy for me. They use tools that constantly change both their IP and location. The last signal came from some village in Sri Lanka. I wonder if they have a mobile network there. Almost impossible to get to them. And what do they do for what do they want from me anyway? No idea. But somehow they seem to like you very much. These constant attempts to convince you to side with the cult. Anyway, I'll keep working on it. I'll figure out who we're dealing with. And should they have Wolf held prisoner, I'll find out where too. I got this. I'll be in touch. Oh no, it's not good.
Little Annie. She screamed your name before she took her last breath. She believed in you until the end, although it was you who betrayed her.
No way. No way. No, she is. She's gone. We don't get these, like, visions unless somebody is gone. Annie, where are you? You were suddenly gone. I'm sorry. I had to get out of there. There are coffins in the chapel. All these people. I can't bear it, Mika. I know, I miss Mom and Dad too. Annie looks different in the profile picture. That doesn't look like the Annie we know. All the and then all those pitying looks. Most of them didn't even know them properly. But you have to come back, Annie. It's their funeral. I can't do this without you. Give me a few minutes, okay? I'm outside of the cemetery. I'll come back soon. Do you think there is God? Why did he let this happen? Why did he let Mom and Dad die? I don't know, sis. It's just not fair. No, it's not. Now we have to look after one another. I'm back in a minute, okay? When the service is over, I'll cook you your favorite meal. I don't think I'll be able to eat anything. I know. Me either. Then let's just cuddle up in bed and talk, alright? Just come back, Annie. I need you by my side right now. Okay. I'm coming back. Annie's gone. I'm almost certain that Annie is gone. The thing is that profile picture for Annie looks different. That doesn't look like the Annie that I know. maybe that's the German character, the German actress for Annie. Could be, very possible. We're at the orphanage, going inside now. Amber, it's too late. It's too late. Annie's gone. We heard it, and a lot of tearing and ripping. Mika's probably holding on to Annie's spine right now. But Leo told me that's what was going to happen. I feel so bad. I told Mika where Annie was at, and now look what happened. Annie's gone. Not going to be able to go on our coffee date. Damn it. And now we're telling Amber the demon killed Annie. Oh my, I'm so sorry. We've got to put an end to this. We need to find those incantations before it's too late. Hurry, please. You're the only ones who can stop this. Whatever you do, Amber, please be careful. The haunted place isn't going to make it easy for you, Amber. Whatever you do, Amber, just be careful. I can't add any more victims to my death list. Sure, we will. They must be somewhere in this building. I just hope my dad's information is correct. I wonder why Belial is targeting Annie so much. True, after all, she's also a potential host. I've asked myself that too. Why her? That's right. It actually doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. Her being a potential host, you would think Belial would preserve those and make sure they had that Belial had as many of those as possible, as many vessels as possible, but I guess not. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make much sense. Maybe Belial is just trying to trick me now. Like, he's tricking me. Maybe he doesn't want to kill Annie. Maybe Annie's alive and well and is just playing the long game with Annie to make sure that Annie trusts Mika and in turn trusts Belial. But then, to me, making it seem like he eliminated Annie to make me upset. I don't know. The Fontz says, I have read different explanations for this. However, like many things, when it comes to the paranormal or demonology, the statements cannot be verified or are difficult to verify. For example, one theory is that a demon must wipe out its host's bloodline entirely in order to gain complete power. Others assume a demon mocks God and creation by destroying its hosts and the continuation of its bloodline. The creature kills its creator and kin, thus mocking God's miracle of birth and life. So that would explain why Annie is no longer with us, why Belial did what Belial does. The mockery of God sounds plausible for a lord from hell. The demon draws its power by destroying the hosts and its bloodline. In other words, we don't know for sure. In other words, we just don't know, but there are theories out there that could go both ways. Yet another theory is that it takes the blood of the host to send a demon back to hell. Thus, of course, the blood of a potential other host could also pose a threat to him. I'm afraid we won't know more details until we find the incantations and the instructions for the exorcism. And we're running out of time. We have to start searching. Samuel and Ena. Samuel's reaching out to us. Something is happening. What is it? I'm not sure. There's something going on in front of the door. Wait. Oh. It's going to talk to us.
Put the damn knife down.
Give me the freaking keys, or I swear to God, I'll cut off his head.
Give her the keys. The girl was serious.
Damn it, Ena! What the hell are you doing?
I'll get you out of there, Samuel. I'm gonna get you the hell out of there.
The knife down. You don't stand a chance.
Shut up and step aside. I'll kill him.
Ena taking matters in her own hands. She's out there getting ready to carve some dude's head off. It looks like she's got one of the guards in control and's got a knife to the guard, and then the other guard is just like trying to get her to drop the knife. Samuel's probably not very happy, but Ena is trying to do everything she can to get Samuel out of there. What the hell is she planning to do? She can't be look, what is she planning to do? I mean, she's outmanned. You know, there's more people there against her than there is with her. She's desperate and wants to save Samuel. She won't make it on her own. What are we supposed to do now? No one is there to help her. Oh no, they'll lock her up again too. Or worse. Right. I mean, there's a lot of things that, attaching her to the altar, you know, probably making her hashtag naked Ena again. We don't need that again. But putting her on the altar to use for Belial, that could definitely be worse. What do we do now? What are we supposed to do? I'm afraid there's nothing we can do at the moment. I don't accept that, Jason. I'm going to need something else.
We are almost at the cemetery now. I just hope we are not too late. Shit! Was that a gunshot? Damn!
Ooh, they found him. That was a long ways away. That was the time from that shot, the noise that we heard versus when the bullet hit. That's how typically the bullet hits before you hear the noise. Bullets do typically fly faster than the sound. Obviously, as long as it breaks the sound barrier, but if you hear that crack in the sky, like it broke the sound barrier. Typically, those bullets typically fly faster than sound barrier. So that bullet would have hit the dirt before they heard the shot. Typically, obviously, it depends on the caliber, depends on the speed of the bullet, but interesting. What's going on, Jason? Who the hell is shooting? They must have found him. They were following Jason. Had to have. The pale man, Mr. Black. What is this?
Came to Stafford. I got one. The other one slipped through my fingers. Ran deeper into the woods. And I'll get him too. We can't let him get away. Don't worry.
Mr. Black's got a whole, like, platoon after him. That's not good. That's not good at all. Is there nothing else? We saw the live. This is a pale man's typing. There it is. White Rabbit. Mr. Black, what's going on? From now on, the pros are taking over. Red and Yellow have proven themselves incapable enough times already, and I've decided to hold them accountable for their failures. What have you done to them? Let me put it this way. You don't have to worry about them anymore. Make sure you don't make any more mistakes unless you want to share their fate. So, Mr. Black eliminated Red and Yellow. Annie's online. That's good. That means that she's not, maybe, potentially not eliminated. Maybe she'll be okay. What the heck, Lilith? I'm just as surprised as you are. I honestly had no idea, TT. You've got to believe me. Warn your friends. They will shoot at anything that moves. They're going to kill them. Wait, I'll try to intercept the radio transmissions. I'll forward them to you. This isn't good. Oh, Annie! Annie's back! TT. What is going on? I don't know. You tell me. I thought you had your spine ripped out. Are you fine? What exactly are you talking about? Like, you tell me what's going on, Annie. No, I'm not fine. I'm miserable. I'm in the forest, on my way to the orphanage. I'm talking about that noise. Sounded like gunshots, right? Are you not, like... Is Mika with you? That's right, someone is shooting at Jason and Stefan. The Brotherhood sent some kind of assassin squad to the orphanage. Annie, these animals are hunting you. Yeah, somebody was shot at Jason and Stefan. But are we gonna just skip past the fact that, like, Mika called us and it sounded like she was doing really bad things to you? Can we just go back and revisit that? Can we revisit the noises that we heard? What the heck am I going to do? You said Amber and the others were at the orphanage too. I've got to help them. At least I've got to try. What? Aren't you still at the house? Like, stay away is too dangerous. How are you going to do that? You can't let those bastards kill them. Did we just miss everything? Like, what happened between Mika and Annie? I have no idea. I have no idea what happened between Mika and Annie. How are you going to help Annie? I'm not sure. But at this stage, I've got nothing to lose. Screw it. I'll keep walking. I didn't even know she was walking in the forest. She never told us if she was walking in the forest. I'll be in touch, TT. Wish me luck. What? I'm so confused as to how Annie is now all of a sudden walking through the forest. It went from Mika's throwing up to Mika then calling us, and we heard noises of stuff that was happening to what we thought was between her and Annie, to now Annie walking around in the forest going, "What's up, TT? What's those noises I heard?" Amber, you gotta watch out. Someone is shooting at Jason and Stefan. And it's near the orphanage. Yeah, I don't know, Amber. There's a goon squad out there or something. Some kind of, what do we call them? Assassination squad. It's a Brotherhood. I was able to intercept a radio message. Looks like the Brotherhood sent some people. No idea but they're hunting both of them. It's definitely the Brotherhood. I guess we'll say that we intercepted a radio message because that's true. It's all very true. Yeah. My thoughts exactly. How many are there? It looked like 4. I don't know exactly, but there are several armed men. Sound like a group of assassins. We're talking about 2 teams at least. True. We don't know exactly how many. Anywhere between 4 and 8, maybe. They want to prevent us from stopping Belial. For heaven's sake, another thing to deal with. How are Jason and Stefan? Are they hurt? Not sure, but I feel they're worst. I think one of them was hit. It didn't look like any of them was hit. One of them was able to escape for at least for now. Was one of them hit? Did one of them get hit? Did it look like somebody got hit? I saw it hit the ground. Look, I don't know. Fear the worst. Maybe one of them got hit. We better be quick. We need to find the incantations and get out of there as fast as we can. How do you plan to find them? I have no idea. Awesome. But we have to find them. Well, yeah. Have to find them, and then actually finding them is completely different. TC, there was a photo and a note in Sister Brown's diary. It was the pages about the hiding place of the incantations. It was an excerpt from the Acts of the Apostle, if I remember correctly. I didn't understand it, but maybe it was a clue. I took a photo of it and saved it in my cloud under the file name APG Brown. We just passed one of the classrooms. There was a girl. She had her back to us. I don't think she noticed us. I think it was your friend, your Tammy? Jason.
They killed my boy! Those bastards killed Stefan!
Oh no, they got Stefan! Stefan! I think I've been saying Stefan this whole time. They got Stefan! Look, I can't take blame for that death. You can't mark that in my death column. Like there was no way I could control that. That's terrible. I think Jason got hit too. That was Jason. I'm scared he got hit. I think both of them. Oh no. Are they both down? This is not looking good at all. Everyone, they're just falling like flies.
Team 2 to base.
Base, listening.
Second target down. Oh man, they were running like rabbits.
Oh my goodness. Oh my god, I can't let it. Copyright is.
Keep the frequency clear.
I gotta keep talking. I know you guys want to hear it, but I gotta keep talking. I can't get this. I don't want to. I can't believe they got Jason and Stefan.
Spur. Team 1, what's the status?
We are in a forest about half a mile southwest from the orphanage. Visibility is about 50 meters. All quiet so far.
Too quiet if you ask me.
Nobody is asking you.
If someone had told me it's so damn cold here, I would have packed a hat.
Wimp.
Whatever.
When this is over, you'll have enough pay for a couple of weeks vacation.
True.
Focus on your job.
Yes, sir. Sorry. Get back to me as soon as you reach the target area. Over and out.
Oh my goodness, they got both of them. Everything has been running smoothly since I put the pros in charge, and soon nothing and no one will stand in our way of our goal. Are your pros aware the ghosts at the orphanage will hunt them too? They're doing their job, and I pay them well for it. They must expect some collateral damage. In other words, you're deliberately luring them to destruction. Since when do I answer to you, White? Focus on your task and stop sticking your nose into things that are none of your business. You should be grateful you haven't already ended up as collateral damage yourself. Collect 6 stars to continue. This isn't good. This is not good. We pretty much lost 2 more. We thought we lost Annie, but I guess not. Annie went from talking to throwing up Mika to Mika calling us, and it sounded like she's doing whatever she was doing to Annie, just destroying her, to Annie is now walking around in the forest. Like, how did that happen? And then we just never even covered it. Like, when we were talking to Annie, we never even said, hey, how did you get out into the forest? I thought you were with Mika at the house. Ena is trying to get Samuel out of the cell. She's surrounded by somebody, one of the guards. She has one of the guards with the knife. That's all she has. And then the other guard, I don't see this playing out very well at all for Ena either. Man. How many people are still alive at this point? You got Amber, Fontz, Annie, maybe, I guess. Ena and Samuel, but they're not looking good. Annie, I still have I have no idea what's going on with Annie. Tammy and Leon technically, but they're like super possessed. Huh. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of episode 5 and this video in the comments down below. If you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and join the Tethered. As always, thanks for watching. Love you all, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.